And happy Easter. I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. So it is a beautiful Easter morning, as expected. We just had sunrise at 6:23. The current time that I'm doing this, if you're watching, is 6:27. So just a few minutes ago, the official sunrise, and it's picture perfect as I hoped it would be. And temperatures are right at 60 degrees, which is also what I said it would be. But no glory to me. That all goes to the Lord Jesus Christ. um, yes, on this beautiful Easter Sunday, the Lord is risen. Uh, yes, I firmly believe that and not ashamed of it. And uh, it is who I am. And that's what makes this a glorious day. Even though from time to time we change the date of Easter Sunday, it is still one of the most incredible days of those of us who follow Jesus um, can celebrate. And so, with that, uh, it's going to be a glorious day today, but I almost hate to say it, by tomorrow night, and into Tuesday, it's going to be very different. It's going to be very different. So I'm going to get to that. As you just saw the Plano cam, everything looks good there. Let me get to the the stuff we need to talk about, okay? Which is the very strong possibility that we're going to see severe weather. Now, what I need you guys to do is to really pay attention to all this because this is the latest data that has come in from the Storm Prediction Center. And I wanted to catch you guys as early as I could because I know some of you are going to be up and you're going to be getting ready for church and Easter services, and you've got a day planned as you should have on this Easter Sunday with your family, with your friends, people you go to church with. There's special things going on. There's still some Easter egg hunts that are going to take place today. Let me just reassure you that you are good to go today. Okay. Everything looks fantastic today. But starting tomorrow and into Tuesday is when we've really got to pay attention. So I wanted to catch you early to let you know what's coming around the bend, and it's not good. I've got a conference call with the National Weather Service later today. We're going to be discussing what you're looking at right here, the possibility, and now looking pretty likely because we've been talking about this for several days that this was going to happen. So this is for Tuesday. Now there is a bit of a severe weather threat on Monday night, but Tuesday is when we're looking, and specifically midday into the afternoon Tuesday. Now I will tell you that we have been very much upgraded from a risk, about a 15% risk of getting severe weather on Tuesday, to now in parts of the area, level 3, about the middle of the scale, enhanced risk. And that's that orange shaded area just outside of Bowling Green. Actually, you might as well take in the city of Bowling Green as well, being that close. I mean, eastern Warren County. But again, nature does not draw lines. We draw lines. And the lines are ill defined once you get into talking about weather. So this is just kind of an area that we're seeing from Louisville to Frankfort, E-Town, Bowling Green, Corbin, Williamsburg, London, Lexington, Frankfort, Covington, Cincinnati, Ashland, down to Prestonsburg, all in that level 3 enhanced area. Outside of that is the yellow level 2 slight risk. And then surrounding that is the level 1 marginal risk. But again, this is going to be about midday Tuesday. Looks to be the timing. The timing is still just a bit in question, but the confidence that we are looking at a real severe weather situation has gone way up. This is telling us here it is Sunday, you've got Monday, Tuesday, 2 days out, that severe weather is looking likely. This could be a big problem. I'm just giving you the lowdown, the real deal, the heads up. Well, I gave you heads up days ago if you were watching, but I know that some of you on here, this is your first time to watch. Let me just tell you, I'm going to tell you as it is. I'm not going to hype it, and then I'm not going to undercut it. I'm going to play it right there in the middle. Get ready, be prepared. This is going to be a potentially dangerous situation. It hasn't been categorized as that yet, but this has the potential to be a big deal. Okay. I just want to tell you that and make sure you understand that. Everything needs to be prepared for this situation. We'll learn more today in our dealings with the National Weather Service, what they're thinking. We're going to put all of our heads together, all of our experience together, and we're going to determine probably by this afternoon how this is going to play out hour by hour and weather mode by weather mode. And by that, I mean everything's on the table: tornado potential, hail potential, wind potential, flooding rain potential, lightning potential. All the hazards are likely going to be there. All right. So let's move from I'm going to come back to that. Okay. I'm going to come back to that. Just hang on. Let me get the current situation out of the way. We'll get everybody updated on how your Easter Sunday is. And there is the view from our AAA Systems live cam downtown Bowling Green and from Reservoir Hill looking down on the city. Beautiful this morning, some high clouds. We may see a few more clouds today than we did yesterday. Yesterday was absolutely beautiful. It was gorgeous. Sheila and I went out to Western Kentucky, went out to Patty's. Ooh, had some pork chops. That was awesome. If you've not been to Patty's restaurant, Patty's 1880 settlement, OMG. It it's it's one of the best food experiences that you'll ever have. And just inside, I posted some pictures on my Facebook page, but man, oh man, it is one of my favorite spots. It had been 3 years since we'd been there, but boy, what a great experience. It was well worth it. Better take some money with you. It's a little pricey, but it's so worth it. It's one of those things you treat yourself to maybe once a year, once every couple of years for us, you know. But it was certainly worth it. And yesterday was just absolutely beautiful for that. All right, let's go to the radar. Let's see what we got going on this morning. And there is some activity going on in the same place that it was yesterday morning, and that's north of us, still up around, south of Indianapolis, a little bit further south, north of Louisville, up towards Cincinnati, some thunderstorms. Those are lightning strikes you're seeing flashing, like right there, over toward Charleston, Huntington, Maysville, Kentucky. This is all along a warm frontal boundary that is sparking a lot of this activity. Now, that boundary is going to sag a little bit southward today, but only getting sort of close to us. Bowling Green, here's Bowling Green in Southern Kentucky. We should be fine. I don't foresee us getting any showers, but if you're up around E Town, maybe Bardstown, Danville, that area, yeah, you could get a shower or two later today. I don't think it's going to be anything significant. Here's a look at the satellite view. You can see up where those thunderstorms are, you've got clouds. Here, there's some very high, thin, wispy clouds. And then you have these thicker clouds coming in from our southwest, which will start to spread over the area a little bit more today as we start to tap into some of that Gulf moisture. So, yeah, we'll see a mainly sunny day. It's going to be breezy and warm, and then we'll start to talk about the better chance of thunderstorms even tonight overnight. We'll start to get some thunderstorms. I don't think they'll be severe necessarily, but some of you will, closer to that boundary off to the north, pick up a shower or two overnight. All right, here's a look at temperatures at 6:39, make it 6:40 on your Easter Sunday morning. Look how warm, how nice. 60s, 50s, 60s, except right here in the bowl that surrounds Bowling Green, that bowl, 49 at the Corvette plant. It's just how the sun is not hitting that particular sensor that's at the Corvette plant, because the one that is getting some sunlight down at the Ag Expo Center, Egg Expo Center, get it? Because it's Easter. Okay. 57. Big difference there. Then it's 60 over in Barron County, 50 at the sensor near Woodbury in Morgantown, near Morgantown. And then you've got 49 at the sensor down on the Cumberland River. Everybody else, 50s and 60s. So once the sun comes up a little bit more, it just came up. So once it hits these sensors, they'll all start to read more into the 60s. And I do believe we're going to hit 80 for a high temperature today. No doubt in my mind that's going to happen, just based on everything that we're seeing right now. Okay, let's check the model blender. I'll give you an idea over the next several days, just what to expect. Temperature wise, there is going to be a reset. We're going to go from 80 today, and I think 80 tomorrow, to the low to mid 70s, maybe 75 on Tuesday with the thunderstorms that are coming in. And then we're going to see a significant drop in temperature and in dew points. If you noticed yesterday, it started feeling muggy in the afternoon. That's because the dew points have been in the upper 50s. Today, they're going to be in the upper 50s to low 60s. So a little more mugginess in the air. Tomorrow, low to mid 60 dew points. That means that we're going to be in that threshold of just enough moisture, or really more than enough moisture in the atmosphere to help trigger some of these stronger storms and more active weather. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So we'll start, I think, in the mid 70s on Tuesday. Then, as the thunderstorms and the cold front comes through, we're going to see a big drop, temperature and dew points. And you see, we only go about 53 to 55 on Wednesday, with a few showers left over Wednesday morning. Then we go a little bit cooler, 52 to maybe 55 on Thursday. But then we moderate pretty quickly into next weekend. We're going to start to warm back up. 60s and 70s will return, and probably even some 80s. So another one of these little shots of cooler air comes in behind the stormy system And then it's going to repeat everything back over and over again because we're in spring, and that's the pattern that it's likely to take. Now let's go to, I'm going to come back to the severe weather threat and detail it a little bit more if you hang on a few more minutes. Going to get there. Let's do the surface map. And here's the here and now. And that boundary stalled to the north is why you're seeing some of those showers from Indianapolis to Cincinnati, uh, just about to Frankfort, Lexington this morning. Now, that front, as I've described yesterday, is just going to wobble back and forth. It'll come close to Bowling Green, then it's going to retreat back to the north. Then it'll come close to Bowling Green, retreat back to the north as these waves of low pressure, like a train on the tracks, comes through. It makes that front wobble back and forth. So, showers, thunderstorms today, mainly to the north of the Bowling Green, southern Kentucky area. They're going to stay up there today. Here's this afternoon. Here comes another piece of energy. More thunderstorms to the northwest of us. Here we go into tonight as that front wobbles again back and forth with another wave of low pressure. Then we may get a little piece of energy tonight after midnight to set off a few showers, perhaps even a rumble of thunder. This is 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. I don't believe any of those will be severe, although a few could be strong with some thunder and lightning and some gusty wind. But look at these pieces of energy still waiting back to the west. These are the ones that are now being kicked our direction with the system that I told you yesterday was off the coast of California. It's now coming our direction. So here we go into Monday morning, maybe a few showers, thunderstorms, scattered variety. We go into Monday afternoon, and here comes the big severe weather threat. Look at all these low pressure systems all wound up here. Each one is a trigger for active weather. So as you're coming home from work tomorrow, we're likely going to see scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could be severe, but the bigger severe weather threat, or the more enhanced severe weather threat, is going to be back here in Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and maybe even a little bit of southern Illinois, West Kentucky, maybe northwestern Tennessee. Even though it's not painted in red, it's going to be close enough to have something go on. Isolated, strong to severe here, but this is not the big event. So here we go into Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. Things get cranked up. The sun comes up. Depending on how much heating we get from the sun that morning could determine how much activity as far as severe weather happens for us, Southern Kentucky, in the afternoon. Okay. So that is still questionable, but it is enough for the Storm Prediction Center to say that we're in that level 3 enhanced risk area. So you got 1, 2, 3, really 4 low pressure systems that are wobbling this front. Here comes the energy, jet energy at the surface, kicking in. This system that was in California yesterday will be here on Tuesday. So that energy taps into all the available Gulf moisture. And so we will have winds that will be crossing. Okay. We have surface winds that'll be coming out of the south. Then we have upper winds that will be undercutting from the northwest, and that will cause shear. That's where you get a little spin in the atmosphere. So, again, Tuesday, midday to afternoon is going to be the prime time for severe weather for us. Now, we're still just a little bit outside of the window to see the very detailed description on this map. We'll be there later today, but we know enough to know that something's going to happen. And then look at the cold side of this system. Winds will start to take over from the northwest. There will be mixy stuff up here in the southern Great Lakes, not down here, but up there. North of Indianapolis, they could have some light snow mixing in, believe it or not, with the rain. This is 7 a.m. Wednesday morning. Some leftover showers for us, then things clear out Thursday, Friday, next Saturday. Pretty quiet weather. All right. So that's that. Now, let me revisit the more detailed, down deep in the weeds, severe weather risk so that you know what's coming. I'll start with this, the main map, and I'll start right now with the right now, today, Sunday, Easter. There's your severe weather risk for today. And it's taking in a level 2 from northern Missouri through central Illinois, central Indiana. Okay. All right. Let's go to the day 2. Notice then we have a level 3 enhanced risk. This is not even taking really in our area yet. This is tomorrow. You'll hear about severe weather and a potential severe weather outbreak from Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, and maybe even surrounding right up along the Ohio River, down into central Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, and then back up. Here comes the day 3, which would be Tuesday. And you see right there we are. Okay. Now let's go detailed a little bit more. Here is the Monday risk. You see, there's your percentages, tornado outlook, severe wind outlook, not so much our area, but to the west and along the Ohio River. Hail possibilities. Like I said, Monday night, we could have a few strong to severe storms. That's what we're watching. But here is the detailed outlook for Tuesday, the day that we need to be paying attention most. Again, this is what I showed you at the beginning. And this is the probability of severe weather within 25 miles of a point. This is midday Tuesday into Tuesday afternoon. That pink shaded area puts us in the 30 to 44% probability of severe weather within 25 miles of any point within that pink shaded area. Close enough to Bowling Green to be included. I'm not going to, again, lines are lines, but nature does not pay attention to state lines, county lines, or even this outlook. It's going to do what it's going to do. And that's why you need to be prepared. So with this high of a percentage close enough to us and taking in a lot of our counties in southern Kentucky, we need to be on guard. Now, with the future update of this map later on today, it will detail, it hasn't yet, but later on, it's going to detail the tornado threat, the hail threat, the damaging wind threat, the flood threat, all for Tuesday. We're just not there yet. Okay. So we got to let this cook for several more hours. We got to let it stew. We got to let it bake. And then when the new data comes in, which usually happens about 6 or 7 o'clock at night, tonight, then we'll have a even better handle on how this is going to play out. But let me just go ahead and say, wait a minute, let me put myself on screen big here. Wait a minute. You need to prepare. No kidding. Like I said, later today, I'll be on a conference call. We'll start to parse this thing all out, and we'll start to figure out just exactly how this is going to play out. So this is not to scare you. This is not to hype anything that's going on. I'm not saying it is going to happen, but let me say that my confidence, the Weather Service's confidence, and most forecasters' confidence is now going up that this is going to be a significant severe weather event, an outbreak for somebody either close to us or nearby or us. It could be us. So that's why I need you to pay attention to this, take it seriously, turn your weather radios on, and you know what I'm going to say next. Download the app and get yourself set up so you don't have to worry about that part. You don't have to worry about that part when things start happening. I don't want you worrying about how to prepare when the time comes. The time to prepare is now. Okay. So take that seriously and pay attention. When there needs to be an update, I'll do an update. My best advice is that you watch, if not me, watch any source you trust. I'm going to say that. I'm always going to say that. If you don't trust me, then turn on the Weather Channel, turn on AccuWeather, turn on whoever. Uh, you know, Ryan Hall, y'all, turn him on. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're all in this together to do the same thing, and that's to get you prepared. Granted, there are some out there that are just going to use situations like this to scare you silly. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to prepare you. And you need to be paying attention and building everything you do around this and not the other way around. Well, my party comes first. My day at the lake comes first. Well, in normal situations, yes. But we're talking about something that could be very serious for somebody come Monday night into Tuesday. And so I just want you to be prepared. That's the key. When you're prepared, you're not going to be so scared. And yes, I'm meant for that to rhyme. Okay. So you'll remember it. So, anyway, most of all today, do your preparation, but also celebrate the risen Savior. Celebrate the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the Lord Jesus Christ. Do that. God bless you all. Thank you for watching. As soon as I learn something new, I will post it and you'll hear from me. In the meantime, enjoy your Easter celebration. Thanks for watching and God bless.